Good morning, all. Coming to you live from Quebec City. It's a great morning. My name is Paul Marquis. I use my initial E, Paul E. Marquis. My website is Marquis Safety, MarquisSafety.com. And I'm speaking at mental health in the workplace, psychological well being, suicidal ideation, suicidal ideology, suicide prevention, depression. And yeah, I keep it short. Video blog. This is number 5 of 2025. Video blog number 5 of 2025. Paul E. Marquis coming to you live from snowstormy. You can see out the window. It's pretty, well, it looks like I'm either in a cloud or in the snow. And so a big snowstorm here today. They're expecting up to 35 inches. For my American, 35 centimeters, I'm sorry. For my American friends, that's 12 inches, about a foot of snow, or up to about a foot of snow. And so that's a lot of snow. And so we'll stay indoors for now, anyway, and bring you live about mental health, with the changes since COVID 19 there a couple of years ago. We talk more about mental health, men's health, women's health, psychological well being in the workplace. Some people's loneliness, having to work from home. There's people that have been in pain and deep depression for the longest time. And how do we get out of that? It's easy to say, well, for me to say, well, stay in the present moment, right? Yesterday's gone, tomorrow isn't here yet, and that's really the key. But it's easier said than done when we're dealing with pain and emotional backlash, trauma, PTSD. Some of us are just, blinded by some things, especially veterans. A good friend of mine was a sniper in Uganda, sniper and peacekeeper, actually, when he was in Uganda. So he wasn't doing the sniper thing, but he said so he saw such atrocities and he wasn't allowed to intervene as a peacekeeper with Canadian Forces, as an MP for Canadian Forces. He wasn't allowed to intervene, and that caused him huge trauma, unable to sleep at night. I have PTSD from other things in my background. I wasn't in the military, but I was, I had gang affiliations when I was a young man. And so um, uh, I have trauma also. I've dealt with my trauma mostly. I still have some nightmares, but I don't have the depression I used to have. And so I come to you with personal experience of suicidal ideation. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to live. I understand, how being in pain and how suffering and trauma and what the Buddhists call monkey mind is when we can't sleep because our mind just won't stop. And the solution is being in the present, being in the moment. And right here, right now, nothing can harm me. The snow can't hit me. Any backlash from what I'm saying to you, and I just hit my mic. Sorry about that. I nothing can harm me unless I let it. And so it's, how do I deal with what my mind is telling me? And in Eckhart Tolle, when he talks about the pain body, he talks about also the mind. And if we look at at our mind and our brain as a separate entity, which actually it is, and we try and look at it from afar. Now, picture that. All these thoughts rushing into you, and all of a sudden you go, hold on, wait a minute now. What if I take me and separate me from these thoughts in this brain? Can I do that? Is this a solution that'll work for me? There has to be solutions. And when we're helping others, it takes us out of our mindset also. So when you look at a coworker and they don't look quite what they usually look like, not quite as cheery, and when you ask them how they are and they say fine, you know, when we say fine, it's just a natural reaction. You know what it's like if you've had depression. You know what it's like to just say I'm fine and just blow it off and not talk. But you know, when you look at someone, especially from experience, if you've had depression or have depression, and someone says fine, and you don't think that they're right, stop them and ask them if they want to talk. A lot of times they won't want to, but just the fact that you've asked them gives them that little bit of hope by thinking, well, maybe someone really does care. Because sometimes in our mind, we think nobody cares about us. We're so lonely and so within ourselves. My name is Marquis. I speak at mental health in the workplace, and that's our short video blog issue number 5 for year 2025. Coming to you live from Quebec City, trying to bring you hope and peace of mind.